What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I kind of want to explain the way the brake module works for the single rotor and caliper delete, right, to get your brake light to work. So in the last video I kind of explained where to get it from, TNE_storm. I'll put his Instagram right here in the top left. And yeah, so you'll get the brake module from him. That's the very first step, okay? And then you've already obviously deleted your brake rotor. So the way it works, right, is you have a pressure switch, which is gonna come from, well, wherever on your master cylinder, right there, okay? Basically the old ABS line used to come through here. I just kind of use the same routing. So you're gonna have a pressure switch. You're going to have your module supplied by TNE, and then you've got to wire it in, okay? So just to give you a quick rundown of where it is, this is my taillight wiring. It goes into these two here at the end of the module, and you've got 3 ports there, or 3 wires there. And then, so I kind of routed it down so it's a little bit cleaner, but you'll have 1 negative cable. The other 2 are gonna come up. I tucked it all in here, but these 2 cables are gonna connect to your pressure switch, right? So I'm gonna explain real quick. I made a little bit of a wiring diagram here. That way we can explain better the way it works. So it's laid out, right? So you have the brake module, okay? You got your battery, the tail light, and the brake pressure switch, and the fuse box. Everybody's fuse box is gonna be a little bit different. This is for a 2016 S1000, okay? So for 2016 S1000, this is the way you have to do it. So you've got the brake module, you've got 3 wires on this side, 2 wires on this side, okay? We'll start with the easy side. These 2 wires, you've got a positive and negative, red and black. That's these, boom. They're gonna connect straight to the tail light, okay? If you guys wanna screenshot this, that way you have the diagram there. These 2 are gonna go, you're gonna find the positive and the negative on your tail light, and then you're just gonna connect to those. On the S1000, it is the, there's a gray and a red and a brown one. All right, the brown one goes to the negative on the box, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, and the gray or green one will go to the positive, all right? So now you've got the tail light part done, okay? Next, you have your, let's do, the battery one's easy. So on the you just have to find a negative. Some people go and they make their own ground. I just grounded it to the negative on the battery, easiest way possible, boom. Put it right there, I routed the wire right here, okay? And that's the black wire right there coming out of the box. Then you've got a blue and a red wire, right? So that's what I have here, is the blue and the red wire. These are very important in the orientation that you do these in, okay? So your blue wire goes to the fuse box. The fuse box has a Y split, right? Because I'm utilizing my stock tail light, okay? So this is my fuse kind of tap, right? So it goes, and then you can't really see it, but it does this. It has a Y split. So one of the Y ends from the Y ends, one of the ends here from the fuse box is gonna go straight to your blue wire on the brake module, which is right here. So this blue wire goes straight into it, and you're gonna be left with another end. That end is gonna come straight to the brake pressure switch, which I have tucked in over here, okay? It's gonna go straight into the brake pressure switch. Then you have 1 end left over your brake pressure switch, and then you have 1 end, which is the red wire on your brake module, okay? So that's this one right here, right? It's the last one you need. You just route it same direction that you did, right into here, boom, and they'll both be connected there. Obviously, make sure you test everything before you heat shrink it, which is what I'm doing now. But it's very simple. It's very simple. When I first looked at this, I thought it was like science, like crazy rocket science. But then once I laid it out just like this, it made things way easier, you know, and then I got everything done. So that's how you'll route it, okay? And just to show you that it works, you've got the dash here, turn it on, and this is the way it is. So that's on, and then you hit the brakes and it'll flash. That's it. That's the way that works there. Everybody's brake routing or whatnot is gonna be a little different. For this one, let's see here. I just took out the bolt here, put it in, routed it underneath and behind. I'm gonna electrical tape these openings since it's got an open wire there, but that's where it goes. It's super simple. It's, like I said, it looks really complicated when you first get it, and if you don't do it every day, obviously it's super complicated. I don't do this every day, so it's super complicated, and I was able to do it. So if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it, right? But that's how you set up your brake module that you get from TNE Storm, how to install it, how to get it working. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot the fuse box, okay, on the S1000. Like I said, every bike is a little different, okay? For the S1000, the orientation of this fuse is very important. If I take this switch and I flip it around and I put it in, it will not work, okay? So I don't know why the BMWs are weird, but if you take this switch and you flip it around and put it in, it will not work. So for the S1000s, the bottom right fuse, bottom right hand corner, you have to take it out. Make sure that this fuse brake has both fuses in it, right? It's gonna, here, I'll see if I can get a better angle of it. See the focus. You wanna make sure that both fuses in the fuse brake here is in there, okay? It's very important. I learned the hard way. It took me so many tries to get it, but when I finally got it, that's how you do it, okay? So remember the orientation of this, hold on. So yeah, so like I said, the orientation of this matters 100%. So make sure that it is orientated in the right way. That way you can get your brake light to work. And that's pretty much it. Oh, the way I routed the brake lines, and I didn't say it in the last video, you come around here for my bike, right? So obviously, like, I turned it, make sure that there was enough gap and stuff. So I took it around, came through the fork here. That's the wire, that's the brake line there. And then it goes straight down into the brake line here. And I just zip tied it to the fork here. I just zip tied it to the fork and it works fine for me. Your bike may be a little bit different. You may have different clearances than this bike does, but that's just the general way of how I routed that. So if you guys have any questions on any part of the brake light module, comment down below, DM TME_storm. He'll get you right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to say thank you guys for watching. I'll make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, comment, interact in some way, shape, or form. And until next time, bye.